On September 11, 2025, Tokyo's ordinary Thursday morning was shattered without warning. Commuters rushed through stations, vendors opened stalls. The sky was heavy but unremarkable. Yet above the city, warm southern air a seasonal front stalled, and balance snapped. Within an hour, Shibuya Crossing vanished underwater, power grids failed, transport collapsed, and by nightfall, the same storm was tearing into Yokkaichi with even greater force. By early afternoon, the first drop struck Shinagawa's rooftops. Minutes later, the drizzle transformed into a relentless wall of rain that swallowed entire districts. The Japan Meteorological Agency issued record-breaking short-duration rainfall advisories. As gauges in Setagaya Ward recorded 92 millimeters in a single hour. Central Tokyo surpassed 100 millimeters in the same span. Drains overflowed almost instantly. Buildings engineered to resist typhoons proved powerless. Trees bent dangerously under heavy winds. Lightning streaked across the sky, illuminating the rapidly darkening city. Windows rattled, debris flew through streets, and the air was thick with tension. By 2 o'clock, Tokyo began to drown. Shibuya Crossing transformed into a shallow lake. Storm drains burst back into basements, and subways flooded platforms. In Ota, Meguro, and Setagaya, water climbed from ankles to knees in moments. Above ground, lightning strikes forced Haneda Airport to halt operations. Flights were canceled. Passengers were stranded as departure boards flashed endless delays. Over 7,000 homes lost electricity in southern wards. Elevators stopped mid-floor. Traffic signals blinked out. The pulse of Tokyo slowed to chaos. On the streets, the scene became surreal. Cars floated helplessly. Delivery bikes toppled. Families carried children through flooded intersections. In Ota Ward, heavy winds toppled stacked containers at a port. Killing one man and injuring another. In Tachikawa, lightning ignited an apartment fire, leaving a woman hospitalized with smoke inhalation. The city's train network collapsed as the Tokaido Shinkansen an intensity that exceeded warning thresholds and raised the risk of urban flash flooding. Halted between Tokyo and Mishima, while commuter lines across the metropolitan sprawl shut down or stalled, with passengers trapped inside. Sirens echoed endlessly as rescue crews scrambled. For hours, Tokyo stood frozen, paralyzed in gridlock. By evening, the downpour eased. Emergency shelters opened in Setagaya, in Ota, though mass evacuation was avoided. Most power was restored before nightfall, but the damage was undeniable. One man had lost his life, others were injured. And the capital had been brought to a standstill by rain faster than its defenses could endure. Survivors whispered of scenes that felt apocalyptic, and streets remained littered with debris and fallen trees. But the storm had not finished. Overnight, it drifted south, regathering strength. At dawn on September 12th, Yokkaichi City in Mie Prefecture faced the next assault. By 9 a.m., 123.5 millimeters of rain hammered the city in a single hour, a near record that drowned entire districts. Drainage systems failed instantly. Roads disappeared beneath torrents. In Hinaga District, currents roared through intersections like rivers, sweeping away anything in their path. Windows shivered under the force of the wind. By 10:45 a.m., Yokkaichi railway station flooded. Passengers were trapped on concourses and benches as water surged over tracks. Officials ordered urgent evacuations near the Amagasagawa and Rokakawa rivers, both nearing overflow. Schools and community halls opened as shelters. Fire crews battled to rescue families stranded in submerged cars and homes. Emergency alerts blared on phones and loudspeakers. Warning of imminent landslides in surrounding hills. The storm widened its path. In Suzuka, just 30 kilometers south, the famed Formula One circuit was swallowed by floodwaters. In Nagoya, rivers rose toward critical levels. In Gifu Prefecture's mountains, saturated slopes began to shift, forcing landslide alerts in towns like Gujo and Ina. Bridges groaned under torrents, debris clogged waterways, and the threat of further destruction loomed over downstream communities. By nightfall, the skies finally cleared. The toll was devastating. 1 man dead in Tokyo, a woman in her 70s lost in her flooded Yokkaichi home, and many were injured. Tens of billions of yen in damage crippled the infrastructure. Tokyo faced widespread power loss. Yokkaichi suffered water contamination. The transport systems across central Japan lay paralyzed. The storms of September 2025 revealed a stark truth. Extreme rain, once thought rare, now strikes with frightening frequency. Tokyo's underground defenses and Yokkaichi's industrial zones prove vulnerable. As cities clean up debris and repair shattered systems, the nation faces a looming question. If this is the new normal, how will Japan endure the next monstrous storm?